In this video, we will learn how you can automatically enroll a user in Go4clic on Razorpay Payments. Let's say you want every time a payment is captured in Razorpay, the user should be enrolled in Go4clic. So we are going to automate this entire process using Pabbly Connect. Come to my screen to see how we do this. To automatically enroll users in Go4clic on Successful Razorpay Payment, let us first go to Pabbly's website. You can see the landing page of Pabbly. On the top right, you can see two options, sign in and sign up free. Well, if you sign up free, you will get free tasks every month. So do not forget to sign up. Since we already have an account, we will just sign in. Pabbly Connect. Okay, it's loading. On the top right, you will see a create workflow button. It will ask you to name. We will simply write Razorpay to Go4clic. Now it will show you two windows, trigger and action. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. So our entire automation process would be based on these two steps, trigger and action. Let us understand this with the help of an example. A trigger can be when an order is placed, an action can be add the order details in a Google Sheet. In our case, a trigger can be when a payment is successfully made on Razorpay, the action can be enroll a user in Go4clic. So let us begin and select Razorpay as our trigger application. For the trigger event, we will select, scroll down, you will see payment captured. Triggers when the status of the payment is changed to captured. So let us click this. And now you will see it has generated a webhook URL like this. A webhook URL is basically a link that connects to applications. Now we will just copy this webhook URL and read these instructions so as to know how we are going to use this URL. So you can read it here. You have to log into Razorpay account, which I'm already logged into. Navigate to the webhook section under settings. Okay. So this is my Razorpay's dashboard. You can see. Come to the left hand side and if we'll scroll on the left bottom, you will see settings option. Let us click there. Okay. Now on the top, you will see webhooks. Again, we'll go to webhooks. So these were several webhooks that I had created for my previous workflows. So now I'm going to create a new one. On the top right, you will see a add new webhook. I'm just going to click there and paste this webhook URL. Now let us go back to Pabbly, read the instructions and see what we have to do. Yes, we have clicked on added new webhook and then we have pasted the URL. Now select the payment captured from the active events section. Okay. So here you can see the active events section. So here we have to select payment captured. You can see the payment captured. So this would be the trigger event. And now just click on create webhook. Okay, you will see webhook has been saved successfully. Now coming back to Pabbly, you will notice it is waiting for a webhook response. So what we have to do is we have to now do a test submission to see. We'll have to make a test payment to see if Pabbly and Razorpay are successfully integrated. Now let me take you to my Razorpay again. Then I'll scroll here on the left hand side. You will see payment pages. I'll click there. Okay, just a little piece of information. You can see on the top, I'm working in my test mode here. Since I'm doing this, making this for a workflow just for testing and trial purpose. So here, now back to payment pages, you will see I have created a lot of products here. Okay, so I want to work on this online PHP. I want to buy this. Okay, so now you can see the page URL here. Let us just copy this, paste it, and I'll be buying this. You can see the product price as $4.99. I will quickly fill these details. Filled in the details. Now I'm just going to make the payment of rupees $4.99. So now I'm going to select the payment method. I want to make the payment using card. Given my card details, I'm quickly going to make the payment now. Okay, so now you will see the payment is successful of rupees 499. Let us come back to Pabbly and see if it has captured the response. And yes, Pabbly captured the response. You can see here the event as payment captured. Then if you will scroll down, you will see the payment method, that was card. If you scroll down, you will see the customer's address information here, the contact number, their email address, the product that they bought, that is online PHP course for beginner, the name and other details. However, there is one issue. If you will notice, we bought a course here, you can see, for 499 rupees only, and here it is showing 49900. This is because Razorpay does not identify decimal. Like you can see here, there's a decimal here. So Razorpay did not identify, it never identifies the decimal, and therefore it has taken the amount as 49900 like here. So what we are going to do it, I'll tell you. I'll add an action step quickly. Here I'll select number formatter. For the action event, I'm going to select perform math operation, connect. Now before we give the numbers here, let us read the help text here. Enter comma separated values to perform exam operation. Example here is, if you want 100 plus 200, then just write 100 comma 200 and you can select operation as add here. However, we want a division operation, so we are going to select divide. But before this, let us first give the number. So we are going to take it from Razorpay. Scroll down, you will get the amount here. Okay, 49900. We'll just put a comma and give 100. Why? Because to perform any operation, the two values have to be given here by comma, separated by comma, like you can see here in the example. So now instead of add, we want divide. We want this number to be divided by this. Okay, so let us just click on save and send test request, and you will get the exact amount that we made the payment for, 499. Here it is. So in this workflow, I don't think so in later step we will be requiring this amount here, the product amount here. In case you are adding actions like maybe Google Sheet or Excel sheet, you are adding payment details in the sheets or something, and you want this amount, the product amount. So you will have to perform this math operation, divide the amount by 100 and then use this result as the final amount. Okay, now coming back to our action step. So earlier what we did was we connected Razorpay with Pabbly, and now what we are going to do is in the action application we will select Go4clic. For the action event we are going to select enroll user, connect, add new connection, and it needs an API key here. So let us just click here. You can see. Okay, it's processing. Since I was already logged into my Go4clic account, I did not have to give my credentials. Come to the top right corner from the drop down. Just I'll select my account. That is Pabbly Tudes. Now in the left hand side, if you will come, you will see integrations here, the second last option. Select. Now you will see I have created a lot of two APIs here, trial and test, and now I'm going to create a new one for my new workflow. So I'm just going to give it a name like work. You can give it whatever you need. So this is the API key generated. I'm just going to copy this, come back to Pabbly and paste. Save it now. And you will see it's connected. And now it needs a few details like email, course ID. So we are going to map this. For email, we are going to click on Razor Payment, and if you will scroll down and select using email, you will find the email sample@pabblytudes.com. But before we map this, you must be thinking where exactly are we getting these details from. So for that, I will take you to step 1 where we integrated our Razorpay with Pabbly, did a test submission, made a dummy payment, and Pabbly captured the response here, the payment details here, and the customer details as well. So Pabbly brought exactly same details over here in the Go4clic action step so that we can easily map. So now let us start with the mapping. Go to Razorpay Payment, search using email, and you will find the email here. Now it needs course ID. So just pay a little attention as we go through this. First, let us read the help text. To get the ID of the course you want to enroll, you have to get it from the URL of the course. Okay, so we'll have to take it from the URL of the course. For that, we will go to our course, and on the URL, whatever number there is, that is going to be our course ID. Okay, so in the Go4clic, now I will go to Go4clic here. I'm going to escape this, and on the left you will see courses. So this is the demo course, just for testing purpose we made. So I want to enroll the user here for this course. So I'm going to click on manage. So now the course is open, and on the top you will find the course URL. You will find the 4-digit code here. Let us just copy this, and like you saw here in the example, from the URL we just need this 4-digit number, and that's going to be our course ID, like this. Okay, so now we will take the first name. Again, we will go to Razorpay Payment and search using name, and you will find the full name here, sample dummy. However, our name of here in Razorpay, it's giving full name, but here in the action step, it needs first name and last name separately. That too, they are required fields, so we can't even skip that. So what we are going to do is, we're going to scroll above, add an action step in between, and select text formatter. For action event, we are going to select split text, connect. Now text to split. So we are going to take it from Razorpay Payment, search using name, and you will find the name as sample dummy. Okay, so we want sample and dummy to be separated. So for the separator, we are going to use space, as we have to separate the name from here, from the space. So therefore, we are going to use space as the separator. Okay, for the segment index, we will select all. Why? Because we need sample and dummy both. Let us save and send test request, and you will see it has splitted the full name into two, that is first name and last name. Okay, we will be using this in our next step. Now let us come back to Go4clic. Reconnect. Why? Because we added a step in between. So let us reconnect. Since we were already connected to Go4clic, we will go with existing connection. And now let us map in other details like first name and last name. So now let us click here, and we will take the first name from number formatter. We splitted this, remember, so we are going to take the first name. Scroll down, again we'll go to text formatter and take the last name, that is dummy. So we have given almost all the details. State I'm going to leave blank, since it's not required field. Before I click save and send test request, I would like to tell you something about mapping. So these fields that we have mapped in, like the email address, first name and last name, the best part about mapping is from next time, these mapped in fields will automatically be updated. So what will happen is, when next time a new payment is captured here, okay, here in this step, in action step, Go4clic, these mapped in fields, email, first name and last name, will automatically be updated. They will automatically pick the new data, and you will not have to do it manually. Alright, now let us just click on save and send test request. And you will see we have received the response. It has generated a user ID. You can see the username. It has generated using email address. This is sample@pabblytudes.com. Then the first name sample, last name dummy. Now let me take you to my Go4clic account and see if this sample dummy was enrolled as a user there for the course. Okay, so here is my users. You can see these are my users enrolled for the course, and here you will see sample@pabblytudes.com username sample dummy has successfully been enrolled for the course. Here you can see the email address, and this means we have successfully integrated our Go4clic and Razorpay using Pabbly Connect. I hope this video was helpful for you. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. For further queries, you can visit forum.pabbly.com, and you can also check our pricing details at www.pabbly.com.